County deputies swarming Magnolia Avenue and Laurel Street in San Carlos on Thursday morning. It was where a woman was beheaded by a man armed with a sword. Neighbors stunned by this heinous crime. Several witnesses told investigators they saw the 25-year-old woman being attacked in the street before she was brutally killed in front of her home. Deputies would not elaborate on the relationship between the victim and her killer.
Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What it is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. As you can tell by that thumbnail and that little video you just watched, it's real, man. It's unfortunate. It's a tragedy. It's the unthinkable, the unspeakable. I'm gonna speak on it though, but it's still a tragedy. You know, what this isn't is added preservatives, man. This is real life. These are facts. Now, as you can tell by that thumbnail, Karina Castro, you know, what can I say? You know, for those of you that don't know the story, it's pretty hot. It's been going around. This woman was dismembered. She was decapitated by one of the closest people to her, that being her boyfriend, allegedly. I don't want to put nothing on his plate that ain't already there, but at the same time, the way the story goes, the way it unfolded, the way it looks, it's a very sticky situation. It's a tragedy. It's the unspeakable, the unthinkable. Someone gets the shit chopped off, right? That's different. It takes a different type of character, a different type of person to do that to somebody, especially somebody who you love or loved at one point in time. But you got to understand, in love, it can make you do some crazy things. It can make you get your head all fucked up and think something's happening that really isn't. And in this situation, this poor woman, this mother of two, suffered the ultimate by what happened to her. So the other day, what had happened was this woman got into an argument with her boyfriend, and he allegedly decapitated her, okay, with a sword. Con un pinche ninja turtle, right? Huh. Crazy. Who's riding around with a fucking sword in their fucking trunk, right? That's what I want to know. That's right off the top. Explain that to me. Right? I need to know who rides around with swords and shit. You know what I mean? I can understand on gang a little fucking, you know, an extendo, you know, not knowing pretendo shit, but a fucking sword, that's it. Goddamn, Bruce Leroy, right? You were on your shit. Trip out. I guess this woman had been having a lot of domestic issues with her boyfriend. It's very unfortunate. It happens all the time. You know, if I see someone arguing with their old, I'm walking down the street, just getting my groove on and my move on, and I see people in a domestic issue, it's none of my business. And a lot of people think that way. Hey, that's their personal relationship. I ain't trying to get involved in it. Because what happens? I'm going to tell you what happens usually in these situations. If you try to be a man and back the chick up, because that's what most men think automatically. Damn, look at that Walter, he's tripping on that high now. I'm going to back her play, you know. Regardless whether she's right or wrong, she's a woman, you know, and it's my duty, my civic duty as a man, right? To back her play, even though that fucking piruja was giving mamones to every one of his friends, you still don't know exactly what's going on. You're going to back her play. It's just the manly thing to do, right? At the same time, you try, and next you know, you got her scratching, she's jumping on your back. Leave him alone, right? Bitch, I should have just left you both alone. I can't go. I ain't going out like this. It happens all the time. It's happened to me before. You know, I remember one time, one of my exes, her sister, she was in the back going at it with her old man. And my chick kind of looked at me like, you going to do something? You going to help? Or you just going to sit there looking like a fucking poop butt, right? And I was like, let me go see what they're into, right? Because they always argued. And of course, I went back there. I tried to check them like, hey, bro, get your damn hands off her, right? I did the Back to the Future. And next you know, I got biffed, right? Not by him, by his old lady. She done hit me with something, right? I was like, damn, man, what the fuck did I do, right? Blame it on Gunner. It was my bad, you know, for getting involved in their business. And I told myself that time I would never get involved in someone else's business. And there's been other times I had to, you know, hey, stop it. You go over there, right? But for the most part, man, I let other people's domestic issues be their issues. And that's how most people think. Because you already know what's coming, man. She's going to get back with them anyways. Happens all the time. But anyways, in this situation, there was an ongoing domestic issue going on. And I guess there were some text messages that were received between the two where she was making some pretty ghastly, I'm all smart, word of the day, some pretty grotesque insinuations and allegedly saying that he had did something to a minor or that he was involved in some weird activities. towards a minor, right? To which, if you say that to a man and that's not true, you gonna fuck around, pull nunchucks and a sword out, bitch, right? And that's just how I could understand him feeling that way. But if the truth was the truth, I could see where he would try to cover that up and, feel some type of way. Well, supposedly in this situation, and I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, he definitely felt some type of way. So he pulled up at her house where, according to people, witnesses, like whoever, right? They had an argument and he decided that for no other reason, he's going to pull out the sword on her ass and cut her shit off, right? Cut her head off. Crazy. It's crazy. Usually, in this day and age that we live in, there's murders, there's things that happen constantly, man. Right now, the wind just blew. Someone just got fucked up, right? It's happening daily. It's the world we live in, man. It's a horrible place. But at the same time, it's up to you to make it however you're going to make it, to live how you live, to carry yourself how you carry your fucking self. Only you can do it for yourself. But I guess they were arguing and he decided, to pull this fucking sword out and do this to this woman. Now, I know if it happens down the street from me, I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy, right? Because automatically, fucking heads flying this way, bodies flying that way. It's like, damn, he went all out. He was serious about that shit. Now, according to the people, they were arguing. A lot of words were being said. And she actually walked to the back of where he had a trunk open, where he pulled allegedly the sword out and he got to cutting. You got to really cutting, right? I guess her body was on the ground. Her head was rolled under the car. Just a very heinous, grotesque situation, something nobody should have to see. Now, this was a young mother of 2 children. And I guess there had been a history there of domestic issues between her and this boyfriend of hers. This guy who is now booked in the county jail, San Mateo County Jail. He's going to sit down for a minute. He's going to have to fight this one. And everyone's going to figure out exactly what happened. There's a lot of witnesses that are saying that, he took the initiative to go over there and do this. And whatever the case may be, we'll never know the true story unless it comes out in court. Whether, what could get him to this point? What could get someone to the point of chopping someone's shit off? That is not an easy thing to do. That is not normal. That's not the normality of shit around nowadays. I can understand if you shot or shit, like, man, what? Right? Or fucking even get booked or whatever, pedazo time. I could see that happening. It happens all the time. But to pull out a sword and cut someone's head off, it takes a whole lot of aggression. It takes a whole lot of, he meant to kill you, right? He meant to. So scared, fuck you, right? It's upsetting because this was a young woman that still hadn't even got a chance to really live. But a lot of these women and a lot of men, I don't want women to think I'm singling them out because I'm definitely not. A lot of these situations can be prevented and a lot of them can't be. When you find yourself ingrained in a bad relationship where there's a lot of domestic violence, a lot of issues going on, it's hard for these people to decipher what true love is. But I fucking love you. I said, about my jaw's broke. Yeah, but I love the way it's going to heal. You don't understand because at the same time, I was, what I mean? You feel me? And vatos are all weirded out. I've been in situations where I've seen my friends argue with their old ladies, motherfuckers ripping t-shirts off, crying, just bad situations. I myself have had issues where I've argued with my chick, bitch, I hate you more. No. But I never pulled a sword out. The sword never came into play. First of all, I never owned a sword, right? Other than my peep on my pant, right? You know what I mean? Swing! And all that. Ding, ding. But at the same time, I will say, it's crazy. It's crazy that something like this could happen. Now, it happened in the Bay Area on San Carlos Street, in San Carlos. And you would think, you hear about crazy shit that happens. And for it to happen in your neighborhood, I'm sure people were shocked. But it's not like they didn't see this domestic issue coming. According to everybody, her family, this had been an ongoing situation. They just couldn't fucking get along. And instead of going their own separate ways and living life and moving on, because there are more fish in the sea, there's yellowfins, tunas everywhere, right? Instead of doing your thing and her doing his thing, or him doing his thing and her doing her thing, they kept on doing that vicious cycle, that repeat. Strike that, stop, fast forward, repeat, right? They rewind. They kept doing that. And what happened was, I think some of these words that were said in this text message or between each other just went a little too far. Now, it's always going to be a wonder whether this guy was trying to cover up some misdeeds that he did, some horrible accusations she made. And if he felt like, fuck that, I gotta get rid of this bitch because at the same time, so let's get she knows some dirt on me. You know, who else would know this type of dirt other than your significant other, the person that you pillow talk with and fuck with the most? They're pretty much gonna know your whole life and what you got going on for the most part, right? Unless you're the Iceman, and then that's some whole different shit, right? No one knew shit, you know what I mean? But in this situation, I guess she felt that if for no other reason, she could, you know, voice her opinion. And, you know, women are like that. So are men. They'll go back and forth. A lot of harsh accusations and a lot of shit gets said in the midst of confusion and also in the midst of arguments. You know, it's heated. It's called crime of passion. Shit happens, you know. But for this guy to actually wield a sword and cut her head off, man, he was very aggressive. I don't even want no problems with the Bible. So I scared you use swords and shit. That's it. You know what I mean? God damn, Bato. You went to the next level with this whole shit. This ain't Japan, Bato. You know what I mean? This is fucking San Fran. That's it. You know, Mission District shit. Fuck, he just a different level. You know, a different level, a different way of thinking. It's unfortunate. A mother of two. She doesn't have a voice anymore. He severed that shit, right? She can't speak her side of the story. Now, this guy, of course, is sitting down in the county jail. They apprehended him, caught him right after. You know what I mean? He was on one street, the body was on one floor, and the head was over here. It was bad. How do you think her family's feeling? She has 2 children, and the family have to explain to her children how tragic it was for their mother's death. I don't wish that upon anyone. I hate seeing things like this, but unfortunately, they happen daily. You know, a domestic issue is probably one of the worst issues you can be involved in. It's an entrapment. It's something you can't fight. If you love someone and you truly love someone, or you think you love someone, it's hard to get away from them. I've seen vatos go get locked up on the phone. Right? You know, weirdo shit, right? What are you doing right now, right? She's like, Puta, you just got locked up. I'm putting money on your books. You know what I mean? They can't even breathe. And I'm looking at him from a distance like, damn, mister, the vato sure does got some nice ass shoes, though. Give me your shoes, right? And things that are going through my mind, I know, because I've been in issues, man, where I love someone so much and I just can't let you go. That's all right, can't let you go. But at the same time, I had enough fucking smarts about myself to say, you know what? No, I need to let that go, because that's a downfall for me. You know, and so I don't need them problems. I definitely don't. I already have all kinds of problems on my plate. I definitely don't need that one. I don't need that smoke. But when people are enraptured or caught up in a domestic issue, man, it's hard to let it go. And things like this happen. You know, it's shocking that it happened in that community. It's shocking that this mother, of course, is going through this. But without even saying, oh, because she's a mother, that makes it any different. No. I'm not saying she knew what she was signing up for. But I'm pretty sure this wasn't the first time that fucking fists flew or swords got pulled, right? I'm pretty sure they've had plenty of issues. According to the family, this was an ongoing thing. They told her to get away from the motherfucker, and she kept going around. And now, there's 2 of her to go around. There's more than enough of her to go around because he made it that way. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being real. Tragic. It's the unspeakable. When do we every day get a video about someone getting their head fucking cut off? And for no other reason than words. You know, a lot of this world, what goes on nowadays, is all behind words. Boca. Lengua. Right? Things that people say. You don't never know who you're talking to and how they're feeling and what they're really about and what they're willing to do. You know, I know in the life that I lived so far up into this point, man, I've been around a lot of situations where words hurt people. Sticks and stones will break my bones, listen, but words will never hurt me. Now I have to cut your head off about this thing, you know what I mean? Leave that shit alone. And especially throw into the fact that there's some fucking love, hate there, and lust and passion. And, you know, what's going to happen to this guy? You know, he's sitting down, probably sitting in the cell like, fuck, what'd I do? I cut my old lady's head off, right? Like, that's some serious shit, Vato. That's some shit some pimp would do, Vato. Who you think you are, Superfly or shit? The bishop Don, even the bishop's like, damn, guys, right? On par, bro. Shit like that just doesn't happen every day, but it happened. And I'm not here to make fun of it. I'm here to tell you, you know, watch out. If you're in a relationship and you're not getting along with your old lady or your old man, walk away. You know, walk away. That could save your life. That could save their life. It just, because I guarantee you, you're not going to be together forever. I hate that shit in relationships. Sasuke, we're gonna get married, we're gonna be together forever, we're gonna have 4 kids, this, and that. He's not even eligible for EBT. He ain't got nothing for you. This bitch has 8 kids by 7 different daddies. She ain't the one for me, right? The best thing to do is analyze the whole situation and say, you know what? We don't even fucking really get along. When it's all said and done, you know what I mean? Her sister's really, the wind blows her way, right? If you think that in your mind, then automatically you know that this shit ain't gonna work out. Walk away. I say, walk away. Do the right thing, okay? Because in situations like this happen, and who did it affect? Her family's grieving. The community is grieving. There's a fucking head over here. Do you not get it, right? Her kids are gonna grow up motherless, and the mother's gonna grow up headless, right? The fucking guy is sitting down in jail, to which he'll probably get life without the possibility of any type of parole. You know, people are gonna be like, damn, did you hear what that about did right there? What that because this chick's that off? Did he? That's scary with the sword. That's it, fucking a sword right there, right? There's just a lot, and everyone's doing videos on it. You know, I had to put my 2 cents in because right off the top, bang bang, that's what it is. Gunners profiles. But at the same time, man, I've been around a lot of relationships that have went south very quickly. And all I could say is, man, you know, some of the things that I've seen, the unfortunate events that have occurred right before my eyes, you know, between, you know, and people involved in a relationship on some domestic shit is I can't even speak on. It's tragic, right? But this right here, cake to cake, you know, I guess she was saying that he had molested someone or been involved in some weird type of shit with a minor, to which he was like, bitch, no, all right? And this is unfortunately how it ended up. People that were witnesses on the scene said that this was one of the most gruesome sights. Well, of course! The fucking, her head was under the tire, right? So let's get fucking Datons and Vogues and oh my, and heads, oh my. It's just bad, right? It's bad. And I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, Karina Castro, rest in peace. To her family, my condolences. I'm not here to make light of the situation. It's not a funny thing. It's tragic. These 2 kids are going to grow up without their mother. They're going to grow up without their father. I hope the mom's not their father. You know, yeah, but, you know, if she was in that relationship, I'm sure 2 strikes, she was out. You know, she probably got a different baby daddy, but I can't call it. I'm just assuming. Here I go assuming, right? Why should go to have 2 different dads? Like, who doesn't? You know what I mean? Come on, let's keep it real. And it's just bad, man. You know, the community is reeling. I'm shocked. Everyone else is shocked. And, you know, all I could say is people need to learn from this situation and stop carrying swords. You know what I mean? Because it's just not a good look. Anyways, without that being said, man, or with that being said, Spence, not without that, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want to come to you. If you have a family, man, work your issues out with your old lady. Hey, hash it out with your old lady, eh? Orale. You know what I mean? Come on, Bob. Hey, Rosie. You know what I mean? I got a fucking sword, baby. Hey, I'm not your puta. Rosie's not playing. Rosie would have fucked around and cut Bob's shit off. Bob would have been like, it's not my first, not my last. Oh, it's your last, bitch, right? Straight up. That bitch got a sword. You better watch out. Anyways, with that being said, man, work it out with your lady. You know, take the time to hear each other out, man. If not for you, for your children. You know, and if that's not going to work out, walk away. Because we don't need more heads than there needs to be. And that's just it. Anyways, if you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. I know. Say it with my chest. I know we can all do better. We could all do better if we knew better. I'm here to give you the game, homes. So that's get gamed up one time for your mind. You definitely don't need to argue with your old lady and argue with other people, especially if you're down to use a sword. That's different. Fuck, that was different. Whether he did that or not, homes, only time will tell. I guess we'll keep up with the situation and we'll figure it out. You know, very unfortunate. Rest in peace to Karina. You know, rest in peace. The gun. Bang, bang.